Welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. Thompson. I'm Karen Thompson, a former hospital food service director. I do cook more than green jello, and retired family and consumer science teacher. Join me today as we head toward Ireland. I'm not going to say this is a traditional Irish dish because it's not, but we're going to celebrate my Irish American roots by making corned beef brisket and cabbage. So to start, you will need a corned beef. We're not doing that part from scratch. I prefer the flats. That's the flatter end of the brisket. There will be leftovers, and this makes a much better sandwich. It's got a lot less of the fat cap. We're going to do this in a slow cooker. I did line it with one of the liners to make clean up a breeze. We're going to do this low and slow. It's about midnight right now. Some traditional and some not traditional. I've got about 1.5 pounds of carrots, a large onion, around 1.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. I just like these better than the red potatoes. And definitely not traditional, a pepper. This will pretty much disintegrate during the cooking process, but it lends such a great flavor to the broth. So they've all been cleaned and prepped. I tried to get my carrots cut to approximately the same size. So what we're going to do is simply put all this in the bottom of the slow cooker. So you can see how this is going to keep the brisket setting up. All right. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead, open my brisket. I'm going to rinse it off, and then I'll come back and we'll lay it off and talk about cooking. My brisket has been rinsed. I didn't rinse it. I didn't scrub it. So you can see the pickling spice is still on there. I've set it on top of the vegetables. I've also added 2 cups of chicken broth or chicken bouillon in water. I'm going to put the lid on, and this will cook 12 hours on low. You can cook it on high, but I really think it works better, longer, slower, breaks all the connective tissues down, and you get a better product cooking it slow for a long period of time. Now, I know I called this corned beef and cabbage, and there's not a bit of cabbage in here yet. It's a leaf, although it's a tough leaf. It would break down completely cooking that long. So tomorrow about 10 o'clock, I will come in, cut the cabbage up, and add it to the dish. I'm going to turn it on and go to bed. So as they would say in China, wan an. Good evening. It's morning. I came up and checked the corned beef and vegetables. It's more than done. So I'm going to change the plans. I am going to take the meat out, let it rest. I'm going to pull all the vegetables out, cover them to keep them warm, cut up the cabbage, crank this up to high, and only cook the cabbage for about 30 minutes. Let's get started. Thought I'd show you how to cut up a cabbage. I've got this one just cut right down the middle. I'm going to quarter it. This is a pretty good size head, so I don't think I'm going to use the whole thing. And then you can see how the core is. I'm going to put it down, angle my knife, and cut that core out. So you can see I got, the core is out, and now I can make it into wedges. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Then I'm just going to cut this into pretty decent sized wedges. This is where you definitely want to use a chef's knife, a big enough knife. This is my absolute favorite knife. It's got a little bit of a curve to the bottom. It rocks very nicely. Great all-purpose knife. Use enough knife. This is going to go in to my slow cooker that I now have on high. It's going to cook for maybe 30 minutes, and it'll be time to eat. Cabbage is done. Let's get the corned beef cut up. So you can see on the top that The muscle fibers run this way. So I want to slice cross grain. Because these are so big, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half just to make it a little bit easier to manage. And then I'm just going to cut it cross grain into slices. Here we have it, corned beef with cabbage and vegetables. Let's have a try. I'm just going to get a little piece of corned beef. Try a potato, carrot, and some cabbage. Really good. Very, very good. Some of the cabbage. Oh my gosh. The cabbage is one of the best parts. I'm the star of the show. Oh, it just melts in your mouth. It's so good. It's so tender. You can taste the corning, the seasonings in it. Really, really good. Please give it a try. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, share, follow. I'm cooking with Mrs. Thompson on Facebook. I've got TikTok and YouTube. Thank you. You guys have a great day.